Right, so I've never tried to do this before, but I've never had the downhill long enough. I'm going to try and do the review all in one hit. So, Focus Jam Squared 8 Limited. Alloy front, alloy rear, 150mm of travel, RockShox Zeb Select Plus at the front, Float X2 Piggy Bank Air Shock at the rear. Then you've got Shimano stepped EP8 motor. So the latest, highest torquing, run-on equipped, most advanced, proper walk mode Shimano motor you can get, with a custom Focus low volume battery with a 720 watt-hour capacity. So a big amount of runtime on this bike. But despite that, weight is only 28 kilos. So, I mean, not light, but certainly not heavy when I start reeling off the spec, because this is properly equipped for going hard. So, wheel set, DT Swiss, hybrid 1700s, wide rim, steel axles, oversized hub shells, heavy duty spokes, an absolute bomber wheel set, super strong, utterly sure-footed. This thing takes an absolute beating, just comes back for more. The tyres fitted to them, Nobby Nick 2.6 front, Super Trail, soft, Big Betty rear, same size. So, Super Trail rear, and those are 1300 gram tyres, properly reinforced. I mean, that's heavier than the old Super Gravity. Proper Gravity tyre, basically. You might say trail on, but they're a Gravity tyre through and through. I mean, I'm battering down trails of Peebles and in the Leaf and it on this bike. We've hit a lot of rockier trails as well. 20 psi, absolutely no squirm, flinch, chatter, and in fact, if you run them harder than that, they're a bit too much, to be honest. Brakes, seeing as I'm using them a lot at the moment. Code RSC. Oof, nice Seb 38mm fork save there when I got blown offline, watching Jam2 closely rather than my own line. But yeah, sorry, brakes. SRAM code RSC, 220mm rotor. So my favourite brakes, all the adjustments, bike point, reach, great lever feel, beautiful modulation, and massive rotors on them for maximum stopping power. So on a track like this, a little bit less arm pump though. Been riding this all day. Well, we did Glentress this morning, some of the off-piste stuff, some of the EWS trails, and now we've been in Golfie this afternoon. But again, this bike, 65-degree head, 76 seats, 780mm, 780, what am I talking about? Yeah, bars, that's where I've got that number from. 78mm bar, 50mm CIS, internal cable routing stem, keep everything neat and tidy. Bit of an arse when you come to replace your headset later, but otherwise super neat looking gravity stem. Hey, Jim's off the line. Dropping in. Woo. So, sorted cockpit, lock on grips as you'd hope, and then 480mm reach on this large, so plenty of space, plenty of time to react, excellent stability, and 450mm seat tube, so you don't have to worry. We're going straight in? Yeah. You right for lead? You don't have to worry about the seat tube being too long. If you did want to size up to an XL and get a 5-10mm reach, that's, you know, even with a 170mm post on this bike, dropper shaft, I've got plenty of room for adjustment on the collar of the seat post. So yeah, easy to fit even if you want a mega long bike. But one thing about this frame, that super broad top tube, and while it's a lower volume battery down tube than you'd normally get with a Shimano battery, that means it's a closed tube, so super stiff, really stiff front end, and together with this 38mm fork legs, 35mm bar and everything like that, really precise. But just thankfully this fork and this tyre, as long as you run it soft enough, just the right side, I would say, of punishing and precision. Sam actually found a bit too much of the Fox 38 on, just didn't quite have that, I know, whatever it is, that slight flutter or flex or low speed progression softness that didn't blow your arms up, whereas this, even with a broken rib, I'm still enjoying vibing with the bike, and it's just so good all round. Bloody loving this bike. And it's SRAM axis as well is what I'm shifting with, so for a 7,300 quid bike, it's a proper bargain too. Oh, I think I've run out of descent. What do we need to talk about? Details. And not only have you got a bottle cage mount inside the down tube, you've got a little pouch for your spares and your tube. Even has a little belt inside it. You've got protection underneath the motor, you've got bolt-on chain guard. It's just totally sorted in terms of kit. And the ride, absolutely brilliant. I'm really impressed with this as an all-rounder. Proper hardcore smash bike. I don't think I actually fitted it all in there. I mean, I'm going to do a full-length proper video. I'll do a tech talk as well, static one, so you can see all the detail on the bike. Because it's a looker. It's really tidy. I mean, it's basically a single pivot with a folding linkage over the top. The fold linkage is what they call it. But yeah, I think even the fact I even attempted to do a full review on one of the tastiest trails in the country, one of the tastiest ones I've ridden, certainly. Yeah, super impressed with this Jam2. Belting bike. So, thank you very much to Focus for the loan of the bike and for hosting me at this weekend. Thanks to Glentress Hotel. Superb host as ever up here in the Tweed Valley. Great food, great hospitality from Murray and his crew. Thanks to Giro Cycling for sponsoring the channel. Thanks to Petey's, thanks to Crud, thanks to DMR as well. Massive thanks to my Patreon supporters who pledge on a monthly basis, which helps fund the time that I take out to make these videos, because they're not paid for by the manufacturers or anything like that. So it's my total honest opinion on this bike while I'm riding it with 25 years testing experience. And they get, what's the next bit I say? And they get extended exclusive behind the scenes edits, which are ad free as well, as a thank you for that support. So if you really like what I'm doing on the channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. There's a link in the description down below. But click for notifications, subscribe, that way you know when my next video is coming out. There'll be a video on the alloy jam and on the carbon and alloy jam as well. I've got kicking out all the jams from Focus at the moment, so make sure you watch all of those. Really impressive range of bikes, all similar layout, similar kinematic, all 150mm travel, but different frame materials, and obviously this has got a big fat battery and a motor in it. So yeah, watch all them, watch some more videos, do all the click, like, subscribe bits, and look forward to seeing you on the trail. I've been Guy Kesteven on Guy Kest TV, talking about the Focus Jam2 8.0 Limited.